it's medium and psychic Kim Moore, and I thought I would talk a little bit today about numerology and the year 2020. So, I am a big fan of numerology because before I was ever a medium, I did accounting work. And so I'm a big fan of the numbers, even though I'm not so great at math, but I'm a big fan of numbers. And this year, for any of you guys watching this, we all know 2020's been kind of a shit show. There's been some awesome stuff that's happened, but it's not as big as the awful stuff that has happened. But I just wanted to talk to you about numerology, the year 2020, and what to expect in the next coming year of 2021. Just to kind of give you a little hope that things are going to get better, but also to explain the numerology of this year and why it is kind of behaving the way it's behaving. So we're in 2020. Which is 2020, or a 4 in numerology, but it's a 22-4. So 2 plus 2 equals 4, and you could just see that in the number 2020. So it's a 4-year, that's a 22-4 year, which is generally a pretty difficult year, and even a difficult life path for those people who are 22-4s for their life path. But for numerology, in 2020, the 2020, the zeros are really about the unknown factors of this year, and the 2s are about partnership, but when they're matched with those zeros, sometimes it can cause some friction. So in 2002, which is another year like 2020, we had a lot of big events occur in the United States. In 2002 was the year that we went to war with Iraq. In 2002 was the year of the big financial scandals like Enron, things like that began. There were some really shitty things that happened as well. There was that lady who drowned her 5 kids in her bathtub. Elizabeth Smart was kidnapped. The guy in Virginia that was shooting people at gas stations, that was also in 2002. So 2002 was a pretty shitty year. On par with 2020, but because the 2 has moved up, it's kind of changed. And 2s are generally about partnership, working together, but when they're combined into a 4, it adds a lot more difficulty, structure to things. So 2020, 2002, probably not the best years, but the beautiful thing is we're getting close to the end of 2020. So we're moving into 2021. And so you have the 2 2s and the 1, and then you have that 0, which is the unknown. So there's still stuff coming up next year that's going to be a little unknown, but the 2 2s together there with the 1 are actually really quite positive and encouraging. So you've got 2 plus 2 plus 1, 2021, the 0 doesn't count, which adds to a 5. And those years are all about change, but the last time we had a year with this similar numerology is 2012. So you can expect 2012 to be or 2021 to be very much like 2012. So you've got the same digits there, they're just in a slightly different order, but the way your 2012 was is going to look a lot like the way your 2021 is. So there will definitely be challenges coming up next year. There'll be a lot of kind of balances or finding balance between what's for you and what you could do to help other people, but also taking care of yourself as well. 2012 was a great year for me. I know it wasn't a great year for everyone, but it was a very integral part in the United States of people kind of coming together and unifying around a cause, which it happened to be in 2012 was an election. But there's lots of other causes that people unite with. So look back, consider what your 2012 was like, and know that 2021 might be a similar kind of year or experience for you. And by the time we hit 2022, which are those 3 2s, that should be an awesome year. This year, 2020, is really about getting things figuring out what's true to you, what isn't, where you're connected to people, where you aren't. And then 2021 is going to be really about finding the difference between who am I as a person versus who am I in the collective or who am I in the group. And then you have 2022, which should be awesome for people kind of coming together and uniting behind a common cause. I don't know what that common cause will be, but I know that that's kind of coming up here for us in the year 2022. But right now, 2020, I can't say it's going to get any better, but it will definitely end eventually, and we'll move into 2021, which just even the very first day of that year should be very different than anything we experienced in 2021. So I just thought I'd share that my perspective on numerology and this year and next year, and let you know like what might be coming up for you. Thank you, and thank you for watching.